So picture my surprise, I'm sat down getting ready to record some FIFA content, as I normally do on a Monday morning. Got my bottle of water, just had some breakfast, just getting ready to get involved in the day, get ready for it. And to my surprise, football in the last 24 hours it's gone mental, it's exploded, I don't know what's happened. Hello you lovely lot, my name is Max Goodwin, welcome back to my YouTube channel and something a bit different to be kicking off your Monday afternoon. This should be live hopefully around 5 o'clock UK time. Football has exploded in the last 24 hours, I'm not gonna lie. Firstly, this European Super League has been, I guess, kind of like informally announced. 6 Premier League teams have announced their entry into it and their formation of it. And the repercussions on football in the last 24 hours has been insane. But to kick things off, because there's a lot has gone on in the last 24 hours, let's just read the statement, firstly from the Premier League regarding the move from the Big Six. So this is a direct quote from the Premier League website. This is an article that they published quite recently, I believe, 18th of April, so that is yesterday, I believe. Yesterday evening they posted this. The Premier League condemns any proposal that attacks the principles of open competition and sporting merit which are left at the heart of the domestic and European football's pyramid. Fans of any club in England and across Europe currently dream that their team may one day climb to the top and play against the very best. We believe that concept of a European Super League would destroy this dream. The European Super League, of course, what's been announced over the course of the weekend. The Premier League is proud to run a competitive and compelling football competition that has made it the most widely watched league in the world. Our success has enabled us to make unrivaled financial contribution to the domestic footballing pyramid. A European Super League will undermine the appeal of the whole game and have a deeply damaging impact on the immediate and future prospects of Premier League and its member clubs, and all those in football who rely on our funding and solidarity to prosper, that's the word I'm looking for. We will work with fans, the FA, the EFL, PFA and LMA, as well as other stakeholders at home and abroad to defend the integrity and future of prospects of English football and the best interests of the game. So if you don't know what's kicking off, basically, a European Super League has been in the works as long as I can remember, at least for the last sort of 7-8 years, pretty much since money really started falling into the game in recent years. And these super clubs have been developed, like PSG, Juventus, Bayern Munich, dominating the domestic leagues. Naturally, of course, there is then a desperation for even more competition and even more financial gains, which has led to the formation of the European Super League. So you may be asking, who are actually involved in this project? Well, it's very convenient, though. I've got a Sky Sports article here, able to tell me exactly the teams involved in it. This is a direct article from Sky Sports. Again, I'll probably link these in the description down below. Which clubs are involved? The Premier League's big 6 clubs, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs are all involved. AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Real Madrid and Tottenham have all joined as founding members. It is anticipated that a further 3 clubs will join ahead of the inaugural season, which, according to the clubs, intends to commence as soon as possible. German giants Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are not included, and nor are French champions Paris Saint-Germain. And actually Borussia Dortmund have come out today and basically said that they're completely condemning it and are distancing themselves as much as possible from it. So what are the, I guess, repercussions of this? What are the implications? There have been rumours, and again, these are all rumours, nothing concrete has ever been said, that players competing in the European Super League could be banned from UEFA and FIFA affiliated competitions, which, if that's to be believed, that could have repercussions on the World Cup next year, if it's even started that soon, because FIFA affiliated competitions consists of international matches, which means these players could be banned from playing in international matches ever again, which is insane. And of course, this has led to speculation that there could be revolts from players and managers, as a lot of managers have come out publicly and stated that they are not in support whatsoever of the European Super League. In terms of my personal opinion, I think this is a blatant money grab. I don't think, unless they wrote "we want money" on their foreheads, it could be any more obvious. Clearly, it's an attempt to try and monopolise football within a sort of I guess not a monopoly, but an oligopoly of a collection of small teams, 12 to be specific, at the very top of the footballing pyramid. Of course, these teams only range from, I believe, 3 or 4 countries. You've got Italy, England, and Spain. I think that's it. So 3 countries, and their clubs would be the most financially dominant clubs in the world. In terms of the effects this would have on the Premier League, someone drafted up the Football Premier League table at the moment, and if you took the top 6 out, the top 4, I believe, would be Leicester, Villa, Everton, and Leeds, or something insane like that. Oh no, it wouldn't be. Leicester, West Ham, Everton, and Leeds as the top 4 this season. I mean, why, like, no disrespect to those teams, but that doesn't have the appeal of Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal competing for those top 4 places every season. And naturally, there's going to therefore be a lack of interest in the Premier League if they were to be removed from the Premier League. Now, at the time of play, there's no talk from the European Super League to remove them from domestic competitions. Completely the opposite. In fact, the teams would still continue playing in their domestic competitions, and instead of going into Champions League football during the week, they would play in the European Super League, the format of which I believe is 20 teams in total, which would include 5 teams selected from different domestic leagues across Europe every season based on the merit and their achievements across the season. These teams would then be split into 2 groups of 10, and a round-robin format would commence. Top 3 from each group, including also, I believe, a playoff for the 4th spot in each group between 5th and 6th, or something like that, will then go into the quarterfinals, and then a Champions League style 2-legged format into the final, winner takes all kind of thing. Obviously, the financial implications for this, for those teams, is great. You know, they will go for the money. That's what they want. It's blatantly financial. Obviously, I think we can all make that justification of it. We may have already seen, potentially, the first physical and tangible repercussions of the European Super League, as literally about an hour ago, Tottenham announced that they have parted ways with their coach, Jose Mourinho. This is mental. Like, I could understand a couple of weeks ago, I could understand in a couple of weeks' time, but one day after the European Super League is announced, and days, literally days before their first cup final in ages, and their first real shot at a trophy in a very, very long time in the Carabao Cup final at the weekend, I can't believe it that they've just sacked him. This is a statement from Tottenham on their website. Again, you can find it probably in the link in the description. The club can today announce that Jose Mourinho and his coaching staff, Jose Sacramento, Nuno Santos, Carlos Lalin, yes, and Giovanni Carra, have been relieved of their duties. Chairman Daniel Levy said, Jose and his coaching staff have been with us through some of the most tough and challenging times as a club. Jose is a true professional who showed enormous resilience during the pandemic. On a personal level, I've enjoyed working with him. I regret that things have not worked out as we both envisaged. He will always be welcome here, and we should like to thank him and his coaching staff for their contributions. Ryan Mason, the former Spurs and Hull City player who had to retire a few years ago, will take first team training today, and a further update will be following in due course. Like I said, this was released at 10:51. I'm recording this just after 12, so it's about an hour ago that this statement was announced. And I've got to say, this to me feels like the first repercussions of it. There are rumours circulating that Jose Mourinho refused to take his team onto the pitch for a training session this morning because of the announcement of the European Super League. And I'm not one to personally speculate too heavily on these things, but it does seem very convenient that the day after this is announced that they sacked him. Something, either that's the breaking point or something's happened at the weekend, because 2-2 draw at Everton, I don't think that's necessarily a poor result, considering Everton on the day were quite good, and they pretty much just got 2 very good shots from Harry Kane and 2 very well taken goals, and that was on Friday. So why would they not have sacked him yesterday, or why would they have not sacked him on Saturday or Friday night? And also there's the point of the Carabao Cup, of course, at the weekend. That's their first real shot at silverware since the Champions League final, and even then, I don't think anyone backed them to really beat Liverpool on the day. The point being that this is a very strange period of time for them to sack Jose Mourinho, and therefore my conclusion would be it is either a prospect or a product of this, or is a repercussion of the announcement from Tottenham, specifically their inclusion within the European Super League. That pretty much wraps up this video, though. This was a very impromptu video, nothing really that formal going on. As you can probably see, I stuttered quite a lot. There's a lot of cuts in there because I'm not very good at presenting on the fly when I've literally had about 10 minutes to prepare this video. Let me know, of course, what you think of your opinions of the European Super League down in the comments below. Personally, I think it's a farce. I think it's a disgrace that something like this can be allowed to happen. It's blatant money grabbing. It's a disgrace to the fans. It's awful. I can't believe as a fan of any of these teams how you could defend this as a decision. It's nowhere at all. It's nowhere near a decision that's been made with the fans at heart. Clearly, the attendance of these games is going to be pretty appalling unless you're playing at home, because who can afford to go play, go on 10 away days or whatever every single season to Europe? Who can afford to do that on top of all the away days you're going to be doing in the Premier League? It's financially for the Premier League teams it might be a good decision, but for the fans it's yet another example of these clubs kind of distancing themselves from the fans, which is quite sad to see. But again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you think of Tottenham departing with Jose Mourinho, or sacking Jose Mourinho, as is to be led to be believed with that situation. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, maybe let me know who you think the outside shouts are for the Tottenham job. Personally, I think they'll give it to someone like Ryan Mason or Ledley King till the end of the season. I mean, there's only 6 games left. I can't see them making an appointment now. And then I can see them going gung-ho for someone like Nuno or Brendan Rodgers, maybe Julian Nagelsmann, but I think he's probably going to go to Bayern, seeing as Hansi Flick has left the club. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments down below. You can follow me on social media if you want. My Twitter and Instagram handle is MaxDJ Again, I'll probably be on there more actively, especially regarding this situation. That's the best way so you can find out my opinion and updates regarding that situation. With all that being said, thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. With all that being said, have a lovely day. Hopefully you will be able to recoup just like I'm trying to right now. I'll catch you in the next one.